Hello class, today I will tell you about barriers to rational reasoning. Many exist, and they work to prevent an individual from thinking wisely. People can reason rationally, but there are many factors in their environment which muddle their thoughts. Some psychologists believe that the replacement of books with TV might have to do with these barriers. Reading books requires a person to look and reason while they're flipping the pages. Watching TV, however, means that someone just watches the screen without analyzing the program. Another thing which can obstruct or block someone's ability to reason rationally is availability heuristic. Availability heuristic is a tendency to guess the probability of an event by how easy it is to think of examples of that event. An example of availability heuristic is death rates from certain causes and predictions about them. Heart disease death rate is 1 in 6. Thus, about 17% of deaths were caused by heart disease. Cataclysmic storm death rate is 1 in 21,196. Yet, many people don't worry about the condition of their heart, but have nightmares about dying in a cataclysmic storm like a tornado. Another example is that the car accident death rate is 1 in 98. Plane accident death rate is 1 in 7,178. However, people driving cars every day but are scared to board a plane. If a plan is worded differently, most people will choose the option that is most profitable or saves the most lives. An example of this is a UN health program which vaccinates poor Africans from potentially deadly illness. Suppose the UN workers have 600 people that they need to help. If Program 1 is administered, it will definitely save 200 people. If Program 2 is administered, it has a 1/3 probability of saving all 600 people and a 2/3 probability of saving none. Most workers would choose Program 1 even though Program 1 and 2 basically mean the same thing. Hindsight bias is the idea that people brag about their ability to have predicted an event in advance, even though they really didn't predict that event. You can think of it as the fortune teller who says she knew all along that something unique would happen to you. One example of hindsight bias has to do with politics. In the 2008 presidential election, Barack Obama became the first black to win the presidential election. When Obama was elected, some people claimed they knew all along that a black man would become the president after President Bush. They didn't really do that, but claimed that they still knew it. Most Americans used to think that AIDS only affected gays, not straights. However, researchers found out that AIDS affects both gays and straights. When the public found out, some people claimed they knew all along that AIDS was a disease that affected both gays and straights. In conclusion, there are many barriers to rational reasoning which are found in today's society. We don't often realize when we are committing these mistakes, but thanks to my presentation, you'll now be able to spot these barriers to rational reasoning. The end.